All right, so we are at Traffic and Conversions in San Diego, California. This is my second year coming over here and second year speaking on the stage, and it's been an amazing few days. And I want to take a few minutes to give you my takeaways so far at the conference and outside the conference, because I had a lot of stuff happening outside, and I'll tell you all about it in this particular video. You're gonna get a lot of value in this video, so stick around with me for a few minutes. I'm here right now behind me. It's the AGM Marketing Attention Grabbing Media's booth. I had a lot of people here from my team, and we spent the last few days engaging with a lot of people and networking, but I got a ton of value to share with you. I'm not gonna be able to give you all, but I wanna give you some of the mistakes that I got from Grant Cardone. Actually, Grant Cardone was not part of Traffic and Conversions, but I got invited to another special mastermind for influencers. So it was about 40 people in this special room, and Grant, as usual, over-delivered with incredible value. I always learn something from the man. So I'm gonna go over those mistakes, and then I'm gonna tell you guys also, it's 15 mistakes that I have from Grant. And then I'm gonna go over what I learned from a couple of other people, including from Mr. Alex Hormozi. If you guys haven't heard about Alex, he's potentially the most viral business influencer right now, and he's producing some great content and has a lot of great value to share. So I'm gonna go over that in this video, and hopefully it provides a lot of value to you also, since you might have not been here in this conference yourself. So let's start with the Grant Cardone mistakes that he made in his life. Number one mistake. This is again a major one that he mentioned on my earlier mastermind as his biggest mistake. But again, it's very important to emphasize and talk about it again. Thinking too small entire career. That's how the whole 10X experience or the 10X concept came about, because he was always realizing that he needed to think bigger. So if you think about generating 1,000 leads, think about generating 10,000 leads. If you think about building a team of 100 people, think about building a team of 1,000 people. Always think bigger. The worst that can happen is that you end up growing more than you expected, even though you don't achieve your target. So thinking big is a very important element to anybody's success. If you're not getting towards the next level on your journey, you're not thinking big enough, and you should adjust that. I'm working on adjusting that myself. Second point, staying liquid. Staying liquid is a big deal. Why? Because he says inflation is gonna catch on, and you're gonna end up having something that has less value every year. Look for ways to get your money flowing. Invest your money, invest in your company, invest in real estate, invest in assets that keep on producing from you, and don't get affected by the economy, by the governments, by the situation, by the environment, by COVID, by absolutely nothing out there. That's a major thing that would be a mistake that he would call one of his major mistakes in his life. Third mistake, too little offers. So for any of you guys that have a business, if you have a service, if you have a product, always obsess over adding more products to your line, adding more offers to your line. If you guys are not selling enough, best solution is to add more offers to your lineup. So one of his biggest mistakes is not coming up with new offers to solve people's problems and to help them actually get value. Having not enough offers is another mistake that he made along the way. A major one, number 4, not doing partnerships, not collaborating with people, thinking that he himself was special enough that he didn't really need to get help outside. That's a major mistake. Find yourself some partners that you can grow with that are also obsessed with growth and with target attainment. If you are surrounded by people that don't have the mentality of winners, you need to put yourself on the winning path by connecting with people that are like-minded. Next one, not aggressively spending money. This is a big one. Why? Because money is useless unless it's put into motion. One of the things that Grant talked about was the fact that you should be using money like you use the battery of your phone. Use it and go and connect your phone again and get new battery. Use your money, put it to work, and then go and produce more money and put it to work again. Not aggressively spending money to grow, not aggressively investing is a major mistake. Not aggressively hiring people is another major mistake. A lesson that I learned from my father, passed away in 2021, my hero and my mentor, was that his most valuable thing in his life was his team. Without his team, he wouldn't be where he's at today. So he made a very special effort trying to build a team of people around him that were soldiers dedicated to a purpose, trying to accomplish dreams and goals for themselves individually and for the organization as a whole. There's nothing like building a team. So aggressively hiring a team is something that you should be focusing on, and it will be a mistake if you don't do so. Kept people too long. That's a major one right here. And he said, you all need to get rid of people. Get rid of people. And I know that sounds mean, right? But he said, get rid of people you used to love. People are either an asset adding to my life or they're a liability. I'm worried about you. People that are being a vampire around you. That's a major one right there. And it really hit home. Something that you guys have to focus on. Look at your surroundings right now and find out who are the people that are assets to your organization and who are the people that are liabilities to your organization. And the liabilities right now, no matter what they did in the past, you need to get rid of. Otherwise, they're gonna stop your growth right then and there. I love this next one. Being the only one. That's a big one. The star, trying to be the only shining star in a massive, massive universe. That's a major mistake. A universe, a sky is way more interesting when it's full of stars. You want to have a lot of people shining around you. You want to go ahead and grab people and lift them up and make them better along the way. Help people accomplish their dreams and goals. That makes life so much better. That makes your business better. Build people around you, make other people stars. I absolutely love that one. Not being accessible is another major mistake that he made. Making it difficult for people to have access to him over the years is something that he considers to be a mistake because he wants to be connected with people. He wants to actually build relationships with people. He doesn't want to be separate to the world. He wants to be close to the world. So when you see me here at Traffic and Conversions, anybody that approaches me, I'm going to connect with them. It doesn't matter who they are. You never know what these people are and who they are. So never ever discount the power of an individual. It doesn't matter how it looks. The old saying, don't judge a book by its cover, is an absolute fact. Always, always grant people importance. Next one, having one vertical, one product lineup. If all you're doing is resolving one particular problem, you're gonna also struggle with scaling a business. Go broad, solve more problems for people, handle other businesses. I did that at AGM Marketing. I help e-commerce brands, I help influencers reach more people, I help people that need more products and services to be sold. I help people that have digital products for sale. I went broad in the subject of marketing, and I have actually been right every step of the way in that particular area. Honoring people prematurely. He says, I never pay attention to people until they start doing something consistently. Wow, that was a big one. I never pay attention to people until they start doing something consistently. Just because somebody did something good one time, it's not enough for you to be able to open up the doors to the kingdom and give them the world. You gotta get people to commit and to give you value over and over again. And if you do so, then you can start opening up the doors to the kingdom. Very vital. Following feelings, moving through his life, making decisions based on feelings is an absolute major mistake, because now you're not evaluating situations and numbers and data and information that can help you avoid mistakes and overall, I guess we could say, ruin your growth along the way. Next one. This was a fun one. Being unnecessarily polarizing. People were laughing about this one because they were trying to get information as to what he meant. He said, let me give you a couple of examples. Bringing Donald Trump to 10X GrowthCon to make him the first speaker on the first day out of 3 days was unnecessarily polarizing. Because if you understand what this would create, 50% of the audience was pissed. Not only that, a lot of people actually decided not to speak in that conference. So it ends up affecting the entire team. So unnecessarily polarizing. He also did a video to talk about how he was going bankrupt, which was not true. And it created a lot of problems for his audience and his people that were investing in him. Unnecessarily polarizing. Next one, don't listen to professionals. I love this one. This is the last one from Grant's points. Don't listen to professionals. It's a little controversial, right? But check this out. Unless you understand where they are on the cycle themselves. They need to understand your intentions, and you need to figure out where they are at before you accept advice. That was a big one. Why is that so important? Because if you listen to people in regards to your finances, when they themselves are broke, or when they themselves have not accomplished success, you are potentially going to also go broke yourself. If you listen to people on advice on how to build a business, when people have never built a business themselves, how does that make any sense whatsoever? When you take advice from people, make sure that these people are at a level in which they have traveled that road themselves in regards to that advice. So when you listen to professionals, please pay attention to where they are at on that road themselves. And if they're doing it themselves, then pay attention. If not, move on and don't do so. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of additional points just from Alex Hormozi's talk, because I think they were really valuable. Let me give it to you in rapid fire fashion. Here we go. Definition of learning. What does it mean to be somebody that's learning something? It's the same circumstance in a different behavior. Check that out. Same circumstance, different behavior. If you're learning something, you change your behavior to try to get more results. That's learning. In regards to offers, make people feel so good. Give it to you again. Make people an offer so good, they feel stupid saying no. When you're doing offers to people, make an offer that's so good that they're gonna feel stupid if they said no. What you get paid is a function of who you speak to, not what you sell. What does that mean exactly? Well, when you're talking to an audience and a customer and a prospect, and you're getting them sold on something, what they pay you is a function of that particular person and who they are and the quality of that person, not your quality, their quality. So that was a big one. Here's another one. I'm gonna give you two more, right? The more I reveal early in the process how expensive the services are, the more money you will make. I really like that one. Why? Because you want to make sure that you talk to the people that are going to give you the less problems out there. I can tell you something, the one that pays you $50 for a course or a program is going to cost you a whole lot more problems than the one that pays you 50 grand. It is an absolute fact that I have tested over and over again. So as I am growing my organization, I'm getting more and more away from the ones that are going to give me that trouble, and I'm focusing more on the ones that are successful already, looking to get more help. And I believe that's a very valuable thing to share with you guys also along the way. And I'll give you one more over here. Increasing the quality of your prospects increases the quality of your product. When you're putting better qualified prospects on your company and you're delivering services to these people, because they're more qualified, they're more committed. Because they're more committed, you're able to get more results for them. And you increase the quality of your product along the way. All right, so I hope that you like that. If you enjoyed this content, leave me a comment right here, subscribe to my channel, engage, let me know if you have any questions, and keep on watching. I'll keep on training you. Let's go. Keep on grabbing attention.